to this tutorial. If you didn't know, I am Lucas Nelson. I'm a senior software engineer. Today we are gonna be creating or seeing at organizations. This is a file from last episode. I'm currently recording the second episode of this, fourth episode of this series. So containers. Let me show you another shortcut. We can use EP2 as of a placeholder as for what's the name? Rename. So episode 4. So inside episode 4, we're gonna be seeing as the file tails or the folder tails containers. Let's say new file index.html. As of always, as I always tell you, you need to use index.html as it. So let's close this port. As of always, we're gonna start by creating this frame, the main part. Then let's rename this into containers. So containers. If you are thinking how am I changing from the capital and the lowercase, I'm not using caps lock, I'm using actual shift. So don't get pretty confused. Episode 4. No, episode 5. We are at 5. E5 or let's add P episode 5. Okay, let's first put in perspective what we are going to be seeing today. So let's say let's create a paragraph tag inside there. I'll show you what I mean. So okay, so first we're going to be seeing today are division tags. Div tags, or they are called normally called div, or we as developers we call them div, but normally they are called division tags. Then we have nav, which are the navigation containers that it contains all the navigators. Then, as I have spoken about it like multiple times, but I'm not trying to mess you up, but there's also a container called header, main. So today's video will be a little longer than normal, but yeah, if I don't do this, it's not gonna be where we can't progress through it fast enough that you don't forget what you learned in day one. So I'm trying to go faster. So main, then there's what we call footer, which is going to contain all your contact information and other stuff. Then we have the article. Then I think there's someone called some sub article. Sub no, it's not called sub article. So well, we are going to only see these containers for this today. There are others as like section. Section is one container tag. I don't usually use them. Some of them, that's the reason. There is also section, as I said. So okay, let's start. Let me explain this first. I'm gonna be commenting everything that I read here, so don't get back to gone away. So let's start. So dividend tags are normally used to describe or to hold some part of a web page. We normally use these things to create something called the dynamical effect, which is like things that are moving in an orbit. So we want to move a certain part of it, or we want to separate it. So let's take an example from a real world. I have, let's say, a container of marbles, a huge container of marbles. This is a huge container, the web page or the main page. Then we have the smaller containers. Let's say they are the div tag, the division tag. Then I am gonna be separating them using that. I might be using it to separate different things. I might be using it to separate similar things into subspecies or subdivisions. It's the same as like the kingdom file of things, which I really don't remember. Let me. Okay, let's create another comment. Okay, now we're gonna see the nav tags. So nav are tags you are used to like Nav tags are like used, let's say what, to separate, like the parts in the top of a web page. Let's okay. So nav tags are used to separate. So there's that there was a little cut was because I tried to search a website and it shows my personal histories. I don't want to put that on the internet. Nav tags are used to separate the navigation part of a web page, a navigation part of a web page. And we have it like it holds like the navs, the buttons, like the list, login to subscribe, those buttons. Actually, there is so I might be picking up out of topic, but in the next episode there's gonna be an exam for you guys to answer for, and it's gonna be calorie burning. I will be putting out a post about it, and I will be doing that question like after a day. No, 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 no. I will be putting out the post today. Let's not put out a post because that's make it too obvious. Like I don't want to do that. So the video after this that's gonna be posted. It's gonna be about this exam. I will be explaining what the exam is. After you do the exam, you're gonna be commenting it on that video or you call. So I will paste it into my laptop or my PC. Then I will be testing out your code. So don't be afraid if you are incorrect. I will just be telling you this, do this. This is incorrect. If there are too many answers, which I might not answer for, but considering how many subscribers I have, I don't think that's gonna happen. Then okay, now let's continue. In the header tag, the header tags are like sometimes I usually put the navigation tags inside the header tags because the navigation part is considered as the top of the part. In the header tag, it includes the logos and stuff. The navigation part, the links and stuff are in the navigation tag. So the navigation container. So the navigation container most probably is gonna be in the header tag. So in the header tag, what's the name? The header tag is used to contain the navigation and logos of the site. What? I missed the header. That is, I missed some spellings, so I might spell. I'm typing too fast currently. Okay, navigation and the logo. What? Okay, I missed a big time here. And the logo, the navigation and the logo contains that. Then there is a main tag, the main or the part of the website that contains the main content. So okay, let's do this. Inside it, the main tag is used. My thumbnails that I am using inside these videos might be trash. I am trying to work on that. I'm creating my current thumbnail ideas. That's the reason that I'm using this just not good ones. So just hold ahead with me. I'll be fixing it along the way. Then the main tag is used to hold the main content of this website. The main content of the website. The main content of the website. Then we have our footer, which contains our about us, where our company is. If you are making the website for company, or it has your social media handles, you normally put them there. It holds the description about the owner uh, owner of the the web page. Okay, it holds a description about the owner of the page. Then we have article. This I normally don't use if I created one newsletter thing website. We might be creating that website again later in the series. Not currently. The next video is gonna be super simple. It's not gonna be that complicated type of thing that you normally know. So don't be scared about it. Let's say so article. It is also like a section, like a section about the web page. So it's the section about a pay web page, or it shows the main concept of the web page. It's normally under the main. It's gonna be showing like, let's say, about global warming, about global warming, or if it is like coffee, the world-based coffee and crap like that. That's gonna be put under article. Then we have section. Just I'm gonna copy this, copy, paste. So they don't have a difference as for the visibility part, but they are different under some circumstances as of the reader engine. So now let's continue. It's me. Let's put these things into use. I just up to now I just explained these things in bulk. So let's copy this. Why not comment this thing just so it doesn't pop out? It's actually commented, so let's think it's gonna be popping up. So let's say the div tag. Okay, now we have learned much, and we don't have much use for these tags. Like we need to learn CSS to put these things into much of use. So I just explained these things today, and in the CSS part of this series, which will be coming up like pretty soon, because I know we are finishing up on the basics of the next episode. I'll be explaining it in two parts, most probably, like episode 5 and episode 6, or I might do episode 5 of part 1 and part 2, because I don't want to make the videos too long. Not, I don't want to make them like over 15 minutes. That's the reason. So thank you for your time. In the next episode, we are going to be seeing some markups or some cleanup things. So thank you for your time, and voila.